Welcome in to SHMOKIN HOT TAKES. Do you dream of being 6'5", 250 pounds of pure stanky muscle? Do you like blowing up defenders and blowing up the clubs after? Well, so do these tight ends that we're ranking today. You've tuned in to SHMOKIN HOT Takes, baby. Smoking, baby. Hello, and welcome in. It's tight end day, and we got a former tight end with us, Coop. Okay, and K-Dog is back again, and I'm Prof. Wow, that was a scuff. I feel like that was scuffed. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to SHMOKIN HOT Takes. We're talking about tight ends today. Before we jump in, make sure to give us a follow on Spotify. 5-star review. We did the math 51 times. And we did it. I didn't say that correctly. You got to hit the button 51 times. We did that math 51 times. Anywho, I'm sober.
All right. All I'm saying is if we talk about tight ends, K-Dog, you better hop up on the table, baby.
Okay. How about that Ayuk trade, eh?
Saving that one.
Dude, I can't believe he went to the Giants, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe he went to the Giants.
I thought he went to the boys.
No, I called the Giants early on. He went there. I can't believe it.
You're the new prof. Okay. All right. How you guys feeling about tight ends these days? You like them? You feel like they're...
I'm a big fan.
You feel like they're more... Like there's like a deeper class of tight ends now than there were before?
I think it gets deeper and deeper every year. It's something I kind of like called a long time ago.
When did you call that?
It's just
2005?
very athletic people would be getting into that position. Well, I mean that's what we're seeing. You know, we didn't see a lot of those guys. You know, we saw like Tony Gonzalez's, Jason Witten's, like those type of guys. There wasn't Antonio Gates. There wasn't like this big of a class. I think top 10. Any of these guys can finish anywhere in this ranking, and I think there's 5 guys below that could make their way into it.
I agree with that, actually. There's a particular rookie that I really like this year too. Not one that you might think of.
Okay, you must be on your dynasty team, huh?
Nope, you're not.
All right,
or she's.
You know, Taylor Swift's pretty tall.
Dude, she'd actually be great on a flag football team, or if she wants to play tackle, it works too. I should ask you guys about this last episode. What do you guys feel about the new kickoff?
I hear a lot of people talking smack.
I like it.
I like it. I think the kinks are going to be worked out, and we're not seeing, obviously, the main plays that these coaches have come up with. We're seeing preseason stuff. They don't want to give away their strategy. So, as the season progresses, we're going to be seeing a lot of cool things happening, I think.
I think we're getting to the point like where, with the emphasis on safety, eventually, like, the kickoff as we know it would be taken out. So would you rather there be no kickoff, or would you rather we have this kind of hybrid version? I'd rather it be the hybrid version. You know, we want something. So I'm cool with it.
I saw if somebody on the Colts, they were wearing that like safety helmet over their helmet during the game, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if they're going to allow that in regular games.
They are. Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh. That's cool.
That will be interesting. I feel like they got to make those look a little better for.
It looked a lot better than it used to be.
Well, it looks good because they have the logo and stuff on it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember who it was.
Jonathan Taylor had it.
Was it JT?
Yeah. But yeah, they're gonna keep making that better, which I think. I mean, it looks a little weird right now, but whatever. I mean, I saw people hating on it, but.
So I made a call a little bit ago. I don't know if you remember this last season. I thought Tyler Lockett was gonna be the first person to wear it in a game, and I ended up hearing an interview on, I think it was Brock and Salk or something, local Seattle sports radio. They were talking to Tyler, and they asked him, they're like, hey, you ever going to wear one of those Guardian caps, is what they're called? And he's like, nah. He's like, and then he said something, they're like, oh, is it because it's like dorky or something? He's like, no, you know, it's because I want the like the team logo to be seen and stuff like that. Which... Now we saw that if JT's wearing it on, like they kind of changed it to where you can see the Colts logo. So I do wonder if maybe that will change his mind.
Yeah.
But I do think it's...
Tua's got to be putting that thing on.
I do think it's mainly because it looks dorky as hell. Like, that's the reason.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's for safety. I mean, they could get to one point where like someone just has a really bad concussion year, like a Tua 2.0, and they're just like everyone has to wear it.
I like that. Tua 2.0.
You would love to see a Tua 2.0 in Miami. Last thing I'll say with the kickoff, like an improved Tua. You would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Tua Terminator.
Ooh, shirt idea.
Big Bob.
The last thing I was gonna say with the kickoff, I agree with what you were saying 100%, Coop, about we don't like. I think someone's gonna find a way to kind of break the system a little bit. And I actually think it's going to see, like, we're going to see an uptick in scoring, like, compared to prior years. Because teams are starting now on the 25, the 30, past that, like, every kickoff. And I'll be curious to see how much scoring is, like, increased this year compared to prior years. And also how it affects fantasy. Because, like, you're losing, theoretically, an extra 10 to 15 yards, like, compared to where they would have started before, like, essentially after every kickoff.
Sounds like
the yardage gain isn't that big.
Sounds like kickers are going to be big this year.
But like we've only seen like
10 to 15
we've only
yards,
seen
that's
like
a
we've
little
only
much.
seen like scrubs do it. Like put Tyreek out there. Do you think it'll happen?
He's not returning kicks.
He might. I'm just saying it's possible. Don't
put CeeDee Lamb back there.
I think
He's not returning kicks.
I'm just saying, could you imagine seeing CeeDee Lamb?
No, he's too tall.
He did punts.
Too tall.
He
too tall.
did. No. I think he did some punts in his rookie year. Actually, he's actually has a
Well, that's
kickoff
a
return for a
rookie,
touch. He returned an onside.
That's a rookie.
He returned an onside kick for a touchdown his rookie year.
Okay. Well,
Don't look at me like
I
that.
think I'm ahead of the game on this.
Look
And you
at
guys are gonna be
No.
counting
Andy
your
Reid is going to
wishes.
be using Reese Zammit. That's why they got him.
No. All right.
Rugby
Tight
player.
ends. Into the top 10 we go.
Number 10, Taysom Hill.
He's actually higher than that.
Are you serious? No, he's not. Okay. I was mad on C-Dub's defense there.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, let's just go into number 10. Number 10,
Sure.
Kyle Pitts. So,
I didn't even have him on my list.
funny enough, he barely made C-Dub's list. He had him at 20.
Yeah.
Coop had him at 5, the highest. I am at 8. K-Dog 6.
Why do I have him at 5? Thank you. Because he's got Kirk Cousins.
This guy.
You see what Kirk Cousins made out of Hawkinson?
And would you rate Cousins? Did he make your top 15?
11.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So yes, I think Pitts. Everybody's been like, "Oh, Pitts is the GOAT." Pitts had this great rookie season. He was the highest ranked rookie tight end coming in the season. Blah blah blah. And then we got 3 years of duds from him after that. That's because he had Desmond Ridler as his quarterback or Taylor Heineke. Now we get to see him with a bona fide top 12 quarterback. As we've just heard in our most recent episode, if you go listen to that if you haven't listened yet. So I just think he's going to be going off. I mean, he's the number 2 receiving option in the offense behind Bijan Robinson.
And we just lost 20 viewers.
But he's a number...
Thousands of viewers.
He's going to be playing a lot of wide receiver, splitting out. So he's the number 2 option behind London. So
What has he done?
Can we?
Let's talk about past years. What has he done?
Not much.
That's what I just said. But his rookie year was incredible.
I just want to beg them to use this guy in the red zone. He's been in the NFL 3 years. He has 6 career touchdowns.
Does he? How many does Drake London have?
I don't know.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
looking that up.
Well, wasn't
All
he?
right.
I don't know. But get
Who?
him involved. Get him in the red zone. Get him as a wide receiver. Who cares? I have him at 6, so I'm with Coop. I mean, if he can't perform this
What if
year,
he doesn't?
If he can't live up to his potential, then he's done. Get rid
I'm
of him.
off.
I'm
He's
done.
off my top
We
12.
never talk about
Isn't
him
that
again.
what we said?
He's
Like,
he's
so you're
done.
giving him the Drake London or
And
the Desmond Ridder pass?
He'd
is
be
that
one
what
of
it
the
is?
biggest.
Absolutely.
He'd be what the biggest. I can't think
Bust?
of it. I can't think of a hype tight end like him that's failed. Like, I mean, there's usually not hype tight ends in general, but I can't think of an example like him. I mean, he'd be a huge bust if he doesn't
So,
perform
fun
this year.
fact: Drake London also only has 6 touchdowns.
I wonder why. Because they had Desmond Ridler.
So if you get drafted,
Who was the QB in 22?
Probably Heineke. It's been awful there, dude.
I don't remember.
Gosh, who was
It's
it?
so bad. It was Marcus Mariota, probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was. You're right. Better than
So
better
basically,
than Riddler.
if you get drafted
What?
by the Falcons,
You're the biggest Riddler.
if you get drafted by the Falcons, you're screwed then as a skill position player.
Well, now they have Penix though.
Does Bijan Robinson have 6 touchdowns too?
Probably not. He did not get in the end zone much. Or
We're loading on that.
And
Yeah,
2.
we're hacking into
All
the
right.
mainframe right now.
K-Dog is going to give us that stat here in a second.
He had 4 touchdowns. Oh, and 4 wait.
Pause.
Did he have any receiving touchdowns?
2.
He had 4 rushing and 4 receiving.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's breaking
Okay.
the mold down there. And,
Alright.
Wow, so he's got more touchdowns than Pitts after 1 year.
Yes.
And Pitts has how many years in the league?
3.
but he's a running
Going
back.
into his 4th.
So what?
So
if I was
what?
a tight end, I'd have like 10 touchdowns my first
Because
season.
there's 3 options for receiving typically, and there's 1 option for running back typically.
All right, number 9. Prof. Oh, okay. Coop had me the highest at 1. No, it's David Iron Hands and Njoku
Number 9?
at number 9.
What?
Wow.
Well, I had him at 10. Same with Coop. K-Dog was the lowest at 11. And
Where did C-Dubs have this guy?
7.
And that got him to 10 or 9? Jesus.
They got him to 9. Yeah.
I don't know how your averages are working, bro.
Yeah, we don't have C-Dubs here to... Oh, it's actually... No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we don't have C-Dubs here to defend Njoku. Like, I think he's going to be a run-of-the-mill kind of average. Like, he'll be good. Like, I think he'll be good. But, like, my issue is Deshaun Watson. I
Yeah.
think that dude sucks. Like, put Jameis Winston in at quarterback, top 5.
So
I'm not even
a
kidding.
lot of Njoku's production came when Joe Flacco was quarterback.
Right.
And I swear I watched the game, he was targeted 15 times.
Yeah.
You're not going to see that type of target
No.
when Deshaun's. And so
Unfortunately not.
I think that's why I bumped him down to 10. Njoku's still a good.
He's
I
good
don't
if
know.
they use him. I think the problem is they don't use him.
Yeah.
But
He kinda,
just to summarize,
Right.
He kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of a Evan Ingram when he was on the Giants. It's
Ooh.
like a good player, but like they didn't use him much. Like he's not going to get a lot of production.
or was it more of a Daniel Jones problem?
No, it's predated Daniel Jones, I think. Right?
Maybe.
Don't quote me on that. But I don't know. He's just not used that much. He was supposed to be really good. Never really lived up to. I know he did finish the year strong last year. I have him at 11 personally, but I can see the argument for him being higher.
All right. Number 8. TJ Hawkinson.
What?
Ooh.
What?
Wait, are you serious?
All right.
Too low
K-Dog's
for you.
What is
huh?
wrong
K-Dog's
with
got
you?
this guy
What's
at
wrong
4.
with you guys?
Who does...
No.
Hold on. K-Dog, this is me versus
Christ.
you. I have him at 17.
Why?
Okay,
What is wrong
stop,
with you,
bro.
dude?
Stop.
Are you serious?
Well, I mean, what does Hawkinson have going for him this year?
He's been the best. Like he's been a top
He's
5
injured-
tight end
he's
every
injured
year
right
of his
now.
career.
He's injured right now. And he's got Sam Darnold / JJ McCarthy.
He's a great tight end. He's great after the catch. If you have a bad quarterback, who are you throwing to first? You're checking it down.
I think this Vikings passing is going to be doo-doo.
So do you have Justin Jefferson as your 20th best wide receiver?
He's not. He's fallen down the list. He is.
Really?
He's not getting the number
We'll
1
remember
treatment.
that. I have a little.
Oh, he's getting
A
the
little
number
note
3
about
treatment.
maybe.
I just-
Throwback to last episode.
That's just.
Yeah, like I'm not like. Here's who I have ahead of. Here I have my full list right here. Here's who I have ahead of Hawkinson, and I fully commit to this. Dallas Goedert, Kate Otten,
Kate Otten.
Ben.
That must be a UW homer pick right there.
No, it's a Baker Mayfield homer pick. Ben Sinat,
Who?
Dog,
rookie for the Commanders.
you have a guy that's never played a snap of NFL
Luke.
football above Hawkinson.
I'm really-
who's been a
He
top 5
might not
tight
even
end
play a snap
multiple
this year. He's
years.
on the pup right
He
now.
might not. He's coming back from ACL. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be back in the
Right.
halfway through the
I don't
season.
Yeah, he
even-
might tear it
I
again.
don't even want to indulge.
He
you
might.
here.
He might not.
That's-
All right, do you want to make how about $5 bet top 5?
No, because
TJ
you have him
Hawkinson.
at 17.
No, yeah.
You should be
what-
doing like
I-
top
Yeah, he's got
12.
about 4.
So meet in the
How
middle.
about top 7?
No, top 10.
No, I'll do 7.
Don't give him that.
I don't care. I'll get it.
He's playing half a season. He's not going to finish top 7.
Is that true?
All right.
K-Dog has to do some research.
All right,
We'll
Cole
get back
Kmet,
to that.
Cole Kmet, and Dalton Schultz. I have them all over.
Dude,
All right,
Stupid.
that's ridiculous.
he's yeah. We'll see. All right, number 7, Evan Ingram.
Yep, sounds good.
I have the Jaguars.
Move on.
C-Dubs have him at 10. That's the lowest.
I want to give you credit. You called him having a good year last year, and he did.
Hawkinson.
No, Ingram.
He did have a good year.
You
didn't he?
talked about him last year. I remember you were like, who? And then, or was that me? No, that was you.
I think I might be.
You know, and you know what I think might
Yeah,
happen
it is
again?
me.
We're going to be at this exact same table It's the exact same spot next
You
year. You're
might-
gonna be
you
like,
might
hey, you
be-
remember when you said Hawkinson was gonna have a bad year? I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that was
You
crazy
might be
call,
the tight
right?
end whisperer,
Tough.
but I think
tight
you
end
missed
No,
this
17.
because
one.
what's going to happen, Hawkinson's going to come back, have a great back half of the season, and you're going to say, oh, well, that was just about half the season, blah, blah, and it's just going to be a whole thing.
I'll eat my words. I don't have a hate for Hawkinson. I just
Seems
don't
like
think
you might.
I just don't think he's gonna be that great this year. Anyways, Evan Ingram. I think he's gonna have another honestly pretty consistent year. Like he's arguably the second outlook for Trevor Lawrence, the person that he's looking to. The outlook wasn't the right word. You know what I was trying to say though.
No.
Like Brian Thomas Jr. Who?
BTJ?
Gabe
Haven't
Davis?
we been over this?
Who?
BTJ?
You guys see his catch?
Kirk Cousins?
Week 1?
Yeah, you sent that in the chat.
That was mostly
I
for
didn't-
C-dubs.
I didn't see it actually. Was
You
it
don't
good?
read my messages.
It's pretty nice.
No, I read your messages. I just sometimes don't
It's
click
kind of like
on
a one-handed.
Sometimes I don't click on links because there's been some shady links in
They're
that chat
not links.
before.
They're they just play automatically in the chat.
So, Coop, I need you to be C-Dubs for a second. Why does C-Dubs not like Evan Ingram?
Well, he is the Jaguars fan.
He is.
So there must be something there. I think it might be how highly he thinks of BTJ. He might be thinking he's taken away some sort of targets from Evan Ingram. I can see that. That's kind of my only.
But Evan Ingram's a good, he's a
Thinking.
good pass, he's a good catcher.
But they might run some sort of the same.
I think it's going to run a
Combination
very
of routes
similar
or something.
scheme, so I don't see why.
Well, because
And he finished higher than
Ingram's
7 last
not
year.
like a blocking tight end, so there's gonna be targets removed from him if.
Yeah.
In the event that BTJ is what C-Dubs projects.
Okay. All right. We'll move on. Unless you have anything, Kid-Dog. Are you good on Evan Ingram?
Yeah.
All right.
Good on Evan.
All right. Number 6. My ranking was brought down on this guy by C-Dubs again. Dalton Kincaid.
That's right where I had him.
C-Dubs had him at 9. I had him at 3.
Jesus Christ.
You're an idiot.
Come on. And then K-Dog and Coop were in the middle at 5 and 6, respectively.
I mean, he's set
I think he's going to be the main outlook. To use that
Outlook.
word
Is
again.
that what we're just doing now?
Yeah.
We're using Microsoft Outlook. Right?
I think he's going to excel as well.
Oh!
Well, that's why I have him so high.
You might think
Oh.
he got a lot of power in his
I was just
pointer
saying, you could
finger.
say-
Yeah.
You could just say a word, brother.
He might.
Okay.
He might share some points.
Okay, can we not do this?
All right. No, he's gonna be Josh Allen's probably number 1 target.
I don't think so, but I think he'll be 2 at least.
Who do you think's gonna be 1? Keon Coleman?
It's gonna be.
It's not gonna be Keon. It's not gonna be. I don't know why you and C-Dubs love Curtis Samuel so much, or love Keon Coleman, or any of these rookies. Half of them are gonna turn out to be huge.
Because Dawson Knox is still not out of the picture.
Yeah, but he's just
So
gonna
they're
be.
either going to be running two tight end sets, or Dawson Knox is going to be taking time away from Kincaid. If they're not,
I just think Dawson Knox is gonna be more of like a blocking tight end.
oh, is that what he's known for?
Yeah, actually it is.
Oh, you should look into that.
It is.
Okay.
I feel like Fort Knox, Dawson Knox, like defense, blocking.
Sturdy.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
It does make sense, yeah.
I like it.
It tracks.
How much gold is he? Is he protecting?
Quite a few nukes, which is Josh Allen because he's got a nuke for an arm.
Right.
All right, this is devolving. What's the bear case for Dalton Kincaid?
I just told you it.
Dawson Knox is the bull case.
No,
the bear
which is
case.
that this isn't going to be that pass heavy of an offense. Allen's going to be taking a lot of the production away from anything else. He's going to be running a lot. He's going to be scoring touchdowns with his legs. He's always been known for that. He's not the greatest passer, I wouldn't say, if he's throwing 18 interceptions a year. You're missing an alpha like Stephon Diggs. He might not necessarily have been that alpha later in the season, but some guy that's going to take the defense away from the other options. If there's nobody like that there, then if Kincaid's their number 1 option, there's going to be a heck of a lot of defense surrounding him. Okay? So that's the bear case right there.
I mean, so Josh Allen was top 4 in passing yards last year. He was top 5 in passing touchdowns. He was, if we want to talk about passer ratings, he was top 10. It's like, I don't know why, like, they're still going to throw the ball. Like,
Yes, they have to. Yeah,
they have good weapons, I actually think. There's another one.
Oh, who?
I'm waiting. I can't say yet.
Who is it?
I can't wait.
Is it Shakir?
I have to wait until the wide receiver episode. I can't say. Anyways. Because he's getting on my rankings.
All right.
One of them is.
Shakir?
One of them is. That's a spoiler. One Bills wide receiver. Somebody's got to do it.
Why?
You'll find out.
It's like saying one of the Chargers has to be on your ranking.
It's like they don't call me the prof for nothing. All right. Number 5.
I'm beginning to think we do sometimes.
Number 5, we have Trey McBride.
This is way too low.
K-Dog's got him at 10.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I have him at 2.
Okay, I don't know why you have him at 2.
Okay, 2's fine. I think so. It's a little bit of a theme this year where it's these tight ends for me who I project to have a lot of targets from their quarterback. Like, they're going to get a lot of receptions, a lot of tutties. Trey McBride's a number 2 outlook
Jesus.
to the Cardinals, to Kyler Murray. And, like, he was getting fed last year. My man was eaten. So, I don't see why he can't finish top 3, top 2. Like, it's a very achievable outcome. Like, adding Marvin to this offense only improves the ability for Trey McBride to get the ball. I've said my piece. K-Dog, what's the bear case?
I don't disagree with anything you said.
I just think we've seen a pretty small sample size of him. I mean, he had a good year last year, but I didn't see enough. I'm low on the Cardinals. I'm low on Kyler Murray. I didn't see enough to put him as high as, certainly not 2. I'm fine with him being top 10. I mean, I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but I that's the reason why I had him lower.
I know we're not doing fantasy.
Unproven.
I know we're not doing fantasy, but he finished in the top 5 like 5 times last year? 4 times? 5 times? Pretty good.
Out of 17 games?
Out of 17 games.
Woo!
And that's for a guy who like barely played last year at the beginning of the season.
Once Ertz was gone.
Yeah.
It was on, baby.
I mean, I don't see why not. Although, tight end scoring last year was pretty barf. Coop, you gotta say, you have him at 3. You have anything to say about McBride? You like him?
I really like him. I'm a big fan. He's my bride.
Okay. All right. We just lost another 1 million viewers.
Oh, they can see us right now?
They can. They're looking out that window.
Oh, shit.
All right, number 4. This is an interesting one. George Kittle. I got him at 4. Coop's the lowest at 8. K-Dog and C-Dubs is at 3.
Wait, so we're at number 4 right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to think of who's ahead of me.
What do you guys got to say something about?
You guys know how I feel about Kittle. He's a good tight end. I don't like him.
I just want to say you're a hater. I have nothing else to say.
I am. I'll own that. That's fine. But I just hope the other people I have in front of him are going to do better.
Okay.
So I'm proven right.
Fair enough.
That's all you have to say about him? Oh, wait, you're the hater. Why do you like Kittle?
I mean, it speaks for itself. Like, he has a great stat. He's a great player. He's clearly a top 5 tight
Is
end.
it the receivers?
He had 1,000 yards last year. He was first team All-Pro last year.
He just made you sound
Nothing
real
more,
stupid.
Nothing more.
I didn't say much, so it's not that hard.
I think we can move on from this.
What? We're just moving on from
Coop's
the 4
Coop's
tight end
just
like
a
this?
hater.
I am. I don't like Kittle.
You really have a personal vendetta against him. He's going to be his new Brock Purdy this year. You said you didn't like him in receivers. You said he was fake. He's a phony.
He's fake.
His wife isn't real.
I've never seen his wife, so I have no idea.
You said you watched receivers. She was all over that show.
I watched
the
15
first time
minutes.
he got into it, his wife was in there.
I watched 15 minutes. I can't remember that.
And she seems like a sweetheart.
She's probably pretty cool.
And you would like her.
I think she can do better. Yeah.
Wow. All right, number 3. This is going to be fun. Mark Andrews.
All right, so who had him at like 9 or something?
K-Dog's got him at 7.
I can't believe that. That's just the most idiotic thing I've ever heard.
I've been waiting for this.
How can you say he's at 7?
Coop's got him at 1.
Look, you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay,
My boy!
when it comes to Mark Andrews, in my opinion, he's a little overrated. I think we're riding off of, that one.
Sure.
He did have that one amazing season. I can't take that away. I mean, he had what? I'm looking it up right now. He had 1,300 yards. But, how sometimes I was thinking, have you ever heard where some people say that the NFL stands for not for long? Things change fast. It's been 3 years since he did that, including this year. I mean, last year, yes, he was hurt. He only had 500 yards. The year before, he had 800. He has 5-6 touchdowns. Right. I'm excluding that. I'm just saying it's been a while. It's been a long time since he's been good. And yes, can you blame it on injuries? Sure, but that's been a pattern.
Whoa.
And I'm tired of pretending like he's a unanimous top 3 tight end. He's not, in my mind.
I agree.
There's guys better. Like.
Better?
I'm tired.
Really?
I'm tired of
Have you
pretending.
ever just watched the guy play?
I'm tired of pretending like.
And who's
I
the
saw
guy
you out
throwing
of
to him?
number one. I'm just tired of pretending like he's this like
Nobody's
automatic
pretending.
top 2, top
Nobody's
3
pretending.
tight
I've never
end.
heard
He's
you
not.
pretend that.
You're
I heard-
pretending.
I'm not pretending. I know. Because if that man ever got hurt, he's finishing top tight end in the league.
No,
No, he's not.
no, he's not.
Last year,
He's overrated.
absolutely. He was on pace.
How so?
I don't know. I didn't calculate it, but I know it. I know it.
I mean, he's good when he plays, but like
Just saying.
he can't stay on the field, and it's gonna be a run
Yes,
first offense, and you
He
got
can't stay on the
Isaiah
field.
Likely.
2 years ago, he had.
Isaiah
The best-
Likely lining up on the other side. I mean, he played 15 games 2 years ago, and he only had 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. It's not so good.
That's awful.
It's not really that good, is
Sure,
it?
that's terrible.
What do you like about him, Coop?
Man, just the shape of his body, just his killer instinct. He's the first option in that offense. It's very like Kelsey-esque, He's great after the catch. He's great at catching. He's got a connection with Lamar. And if there's anybody that's proven to be able to put up a number 1 tight end season past Kelsey and say some guy we haven't talked about yet, Laporta, then it's him.
Did you know
I disagree.
Andrews is younger than Jared Goff? I thought Mark Andrews was like.
dude.
I thought he was like 34.
No, he's 28.
Why is he's young?
Yeah.
But he plays like an old man.
Okay. It's fine. Keep the slander up.
What
Fuels him.
What did? What did he? Did he tear something last year?
He had that like hip drop tackle.
That's right.
Like,
So he should be like good to go, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he returned in the championship game last year.
Sure did.
Yeah, what do you do?
Not much. 2 catches.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's
It's because Lamar was throwing the ball. That's why. All right.
Jesus.
Sounds about right.
All right. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one for me. This next one. Number 2, Travis Kelce.
No way he's at 2. I have him at 2. I'm saying no way he's at 2 behind Laporta.
I'm
sorry.
I got him at 6.
That's why he's a freaking 2.
I mean, I have him at 2 personally.
I do too, but
I think
that's fair.
it's the same.
Laporta's number 1. I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump ahead here. Really?
Yeah, Laporta's number 1. K-Dog's on that one.
I had him at 1. I mean, he had a great year last year, and I just think he's young and up and coming. Whereas Kelsey, he's still great, but he's older. He's not going to have that same kind of production. That's what respect him. Like if you say Kelsey's number 1, I'm not going to make a big deal about that.
I think
But
he's number
personally,
2.
I think Sam Laporta's up and coming number 1. Now, if you want to say Mark Andrews is number 1, like some of us,
Yeah, who
that's
the
just
hell
like,
would do that?
That's just
Yeah,
like,
you don't
I don't
have
feel
Kelsey
I
at
don't feel
1.
like you can make an argument for Mark Andrews.
You can't make an argument for Market. Why is it any different than 2 years ago? What's
It's
the
3 years ago.
or 3 years ago? What's the difference?
Because that's a long
in
time.
situation.
3 years of change and where.
What's been changed? Is he still the top
Well,
receiver?
Sam Laporta came into the league.
Is he still the
Travis
top?
Kelsey won 2 Super Bowls. George Kittle just came off his best year in 5 years.
What does that have to do with?
Trey
Did George
McBride
Kittle
came
finish
out of
number 1?
nowhere.
Did George
Okay, you
Kittle-
don't speak on Trey McBride's name, Mr.
I'm
10.
just saying. A lot
No,
has
what
changed.
I'm
A
just-
lot
that's
has
not what I'm
changed
saying.
in 3 years.
I'm not saying the landscape of the tight end, sure, but I'm saying on his team, what has changed for him to not be able to do a number one tight end
I
finish
just don't
again.
think he's
Because they're not playing him
You
like
just don't think
100.
he's good. That's your problem.
They're also not
That's your problem.
I think the 1300 yards was a bit of a fluke.
When was
How
the
can you have a to be able to
Oh,
do
we're talking
something
about Mark
like
Andrews
that?
right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
we're
can,
talking
how
about
can
Travis
that be
Kelce.
a fluke? Like you
Oh,
still have
it's
to
just
go out there.
maybe not a fluke. You're right. A fluke is not fair, but it's an outlier.
Okay, an outlier is better.
It's an outlier.
But to say there's no reason he should be number one, even though in the last 5 years he's one of the 3 tight ends to produce a number one season. Oh, it's not possible for him to do that
Well, this has
again.
been a while.
Okay, can we move on from Mark Andrews?
Well,
No,
do
we were talking
even
about
care about
Laporta.
these other two. Laporta's number one.
Laporta
He's number one in fantasy too.
is projected.
The experts agree.
Is it projected to be better this year? And he will be better.
There's going to be a regression.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
Because he's the number 2 option on an amazing offense. And like, what's changed? Nothing. Crazy, right? But here's what has changed. He's only gotten older, Laporta. Kelce, he's only gotten older too. But guess what? He's going the opposite way. Doesn't help him. In fact, they might play him only 50% of the time this year. They might play him only 60% of the time. Okay, I'm BSing, but like the Kelce snaps are going to go down again this year from what they were last year.
You have no idea.
Oh, I do know. Andy Reid's my best friend.
Okay.
And Taylor Swift.
Never heard of that name, but
Anyways, I do think that Kelce is going to regress this year. He's not going to be used as much in the offense. And like
Sure.
I'm just high on a lot of these younger tight ends that they're either the number 1 or 2 option in their offense. I understand Kelce. Some might make the argument that Kelce's the 1 or the 2, but he's also like
where do you have Andrews?
5. Behind Kittle.
Literally, he's the number 1 option. Kittle is behind 2 people in that offense, and
Soon to be one.
McCaffrey.
And yet he's
Actually
still
won, right? Because Ayuk went to the Giants.
And yet he still
had 1,000 yards last year.
finished
And was
healthy.
first
Okay,
team All-Pro.
Andrews was on pace, brother.
Was he?
Yes, yes, he was.
Was he? I'm not convinced.
We need
about
the
that.
statisticians to tell us.
We're
this.
gonna do a deep dive.
Hold on, I can tell us. I can tell us.
No, we can save that for another day.
No. I'll tell you. He actually had quite a few. Oh wait, this is 2022. Yikes.
Ooh, yeah, we don't want to go back there.
Yeah, he was definitely not on pace for 1,000 yards.
Yep. Oh, there. Yep, he was.
Anyways, Coop, how do you feel about our overall tight end rankings?
I hate 'em.
Will you represent these as a SHT ambassador?
Sure. I guess.
Smokers out there, if you're curious, our 11, 12, and 13th ranked tight ends: Cole Kmet, Dallas Goedert, and this one was kind of stanky in my opinion, Pat Freiermuth. How do you feel about those guys?
I don't know, man. What about Schultz? Where's the Schultz love?
I would have put him at 11. Also, we didn't really talk about Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers could easily sneak into the top 10.
I had him at number 8. I think.
I'm surprised he didn't sneak in here.
I like Coop's stupid list.
Yeah, I had him at.
I don't think you had him ranked.
18, actually. But that was just more so because I haven't seen him play, and I kind of forgot about him. I had Taysom Hill at 19, though.
I had Hill at unranked.
I just couldn't think of. Is that who I think it is? Okonkwo?
At 20. Best
You got
offensive.
Likely up in here. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got Likely at 18.
Wow, so what does that say when you have 2 Ravens tight ends?
The 18 is for when Mr. Andrews gets hurt, and then Likely comes in and finishes at the 18th.
He would be right in there at 5. You would just say.
No, because Andrews is going to play like 15 games, and then Likely's going to come in and be...
All right.
Well, that wouldn't really make sense.
Well, folks.
That'd be some big production to get to 18 off 2 games.
It would.
What do we hit? What are we at for this one?
You just want to ask that during the
Yeah,
recording?
what are
What
we
is
at?
that? 34.
Oh, perfect.
19,
All right.
20, 21.
That's great. That's what tight ends get, a half hour. That's all they really deserve.
Yeah.
Next week?
I usually last much less time with the tight end.
Okay. Don't gotta out yourself like that. Anyways, running backs and wide receivers.
Woo! That's gonna be
next week.
We might be 2 hours.
That might be per episode.
Because we doing what?
Top 36.
Top 36 or top 20? Or?
No, probably top 15.
Top 52.
You're right. We need Dalvin Cook has to get on there.
Is that probably the hottest take of all time on the pod?
I'm still waiting for him to be signed this year and redeem himself.
He's not getting signed. You can put James Cook in your top 10.
No, thank you.
What? No?
No, I wouldn't either.
What?
I don't really care for
Josh
that.
Allen is the top 10 running back on that team.
Stop. That is heresy.
All right.
Cat's drinking the water, and I'm drinking the bedtime juice. It's time to get out of here.
Sounds pretty depressing.
All right. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. You were distracting me, Coop. All right, thanks for tuning in to Smokin' Hot Takes.
Go join the Pick'em.
Smoking.
Join the Pick'em, Schmokin', and
Shogun.
drop a follow on the Spotify page and the YouTube page.
Go read House of the Dragon. Heard it's pretty good.
It's actually called Fired Blood.
Thank God. What am I thinking? Don't watch House of the Dragon. That's what I meant. All right, smoking.
Smoking.
Smoke 'em.